Hey guys, welcome back to Loyale, and today I want to do something different. I want to show you guys what I actually do when it comes down to the process of me making a t-shirt. So what I usually do is talk about my t-shirt designs. I show you guys the final product, and I really don't show you like the development of my t-shirt design. So today is something a little different for you guys. I want to start doing this a little bit more. I want to give you guys a little bit more knowledge going forward, because that's what you guys truly need. The community truly needs that. There's a lot of people out here just showing you effects and not really showing you the development of it. So this is what I got. I'm not really showing you guys the drawing stage of this because I kind of already drew it, as you can see, but you guys could at least understand how I go into things and why I do it and what makes a motivated design. Something that you guys want to do is start thinking about theming and stuff like that when you go into your collections, because if you're selling t-shirts, you want to make sure that all the t-shirts that you make and is actually working with your audience, because if you're pretty much designing for your audience, like I said way back in my how to start an online t-shirt store video, if you guys want to actually create something that's going to sell, it has to be motivated. So I hope you guys like this one, but let's go ahead and talk about that. So here we are, and these are just a few sketches or whatnot. I want to talk about these and what I decided to go in. So honestly, when I was thinking about this, I was actually thinking about teenagers from the ages of 18 to like 24, right? That area where people just pretty much wearing t-shirts because it's pop culture-ish or whatnot. They're going to like Zoomies, they're going to like Urban Outfitters, they're just picking out things and it kind of fits them whatnot. So I was drawing this and I started off with this eat the cookie, you know. It's a guy, he has his tongue out, very provocative or whatnot. It's about the culture though, like they would understand what it means. A lot of people understand what it means, but for them it means something different. So I wanted to make like a cookie head or whatnot, and then I wanted his tongue to be out, it's a little wet and all that stuff. A lot of people get it. He or she could walk into a school or whatnot and wear this shirt, and you know, kids would be like, I want some cookies too. You know, they don't have to know what it means, but the person wearing it, just he knows or she knows exactly what is going on. Now as I scroll down, we're coming to another one that says eating pizza. Now this is kind of like I think it was like a 1990s joke or whatnot, something that you know, if you was born in that era or whatnot, you would know what this means. But I'm not gonna tell you the story. Just in the summary though, it was about a girl who had her boyfriend over, and the punchline to this joke was eating pizza. So we have this or whatnot. I have some colors over here that I think is gonna work out well. We have that yellow, that orange, that kind of on a red kind of orange, and then that kind of like red, not too red, but kind of like pinkish almost kind of orange. That works out. So I think this is pretty cool. You guys definitely let me know what your thoughts are about this in the comment section below. This is just how I develop my thing. So we have one that's kind of really provocative. This one is just based off a joke. And then the next one here, I was just getting kind of sloppy with it, but I was thinking more of like a pop culture kind of thing that I did maybe back on last T-shirt Tuesday, where I had a box, and inside of the box it was just pretty much the same art in different colors. So I was thinking on the first one it would be a blue and purple kind of like dual tone right there, and the second one it'd be like a gold and purple, and this bottom third one it'd be like a purple and red, and then that one closer to the right on the bottom side would be like a green and purple. And we'll call this one tagged, because you know that's what a lot of girls do. They hashtag with their tongues out. I don't know why people do that, but it is what it is. So they like that. It's kind of pop culture-ish for them, and that's how we go. Now this one I can actually kind of rework or whatnot, but this one's a little bit more towards girls. So you have that hey or whatnot, hey girl, making a small little smirk or whatnot. We can rework this one. It doesn't have to look like this, but they have that hey or whatnot, and then up under it I might make that a instead of ow. So you know, beat face or whatnot. She got like her eyebrows, her eyelashes, and that looks pretty good. That's something that, you know, young girls like to do or whatnot. Age around, like I said, 18 to 24. It's in that realm. This was more of a little joke or whatnot that I was doing. It's just fries with that shake. I'm not sure if you guys got that one or whatnot, but let's just say dad decided to go out and buy his daughter some t-shirts or whatnot, or dad decided to go out and buy his son some t-shirts. He could see this shirt or whatnot, this little emblem or whatnot, and just get it, because you know that's what they did. Would you like some fries with that shake? And then we have this color scheme here or whatnot. I want it to be pretty much the fry color with some ketchup, and then that shake can be a little bit like that red and purple right there, the little red and pink. Fries can be that golden yellow type thing deal with the ketchup on it. And I think that works out because, you know, it's in that realm. So I wanted to move more into that tagged. I thought tagged was kind of cool, and I wanted to use the hash and tag. So when you read it, it actually says hashtag, but you're just gonna see tag. And with this, I wanted to play around with that dripping, that little melting effect that I had going at the top. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna melt and drip at the same time. I didn't do it too much with this one because I just wanted this to be more like tagged, kiss my lips or whatnot. And you know, like I said, very provocative. A lot of people who are in that age range would know what this means. Kiss my lips, and you got lips or whatnot with the tongue sticking out like they do on like Instagram and stuff like that. It's tagged, you know. So I think you would get it just a little bit, but it's really up to who's wearing the shirt or whatnot and how they wear it and all that. So let's just say we liked one of these drawings from the actual lineup that I just did. Like this was a sketch that I love, and I just want to go ahead and pursue this one for a line or whatnot, or just as a t-shirt or whatnot, just to sell to a client. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop this one into Photoshop, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get this into a line art. So at first, you know, this is what it comes up. It looks like this. It's really small, and that's just what it is. So what we need to do is just go ahead and hold down Command, Option, Shift, and then click on E. That's gonna make a composite shot. Now we can go ahead and turn off all these other layers because we don't need it no more. And we can go here and we can just click on the white and then bring up a layer mask. So I'm gonna click on this and it's gonna bring it to a layer mask, and that looks good to me. Now what we want to do is want to hold Command and click I, and that's gonna give us our line art. Now this is what we got, and that looks pretty cool, but we want to go ahead and do this one more time. So we're gonna hit Command, Option, Shift, and E to get our line art. So we can delete that layer as well. We don't need it. Now if you guys are anything like me, you can barely see this. What we want to do is we're going to bring up a levels in our adjustment panel, and we want to go to like the dark area. So this right here is the dark area. We got the midpoints and the highlights. We want to go to the dark, and we want to go ahead and click and hold that and drag that over to the right side. Now as you can see, it gets a little darker. We can see it a little bit better, and I think that looks okay right here. Once again, what we can do is hit Command, Option, Shift, and E, and that's gonna make another composite shot. We can delete all that out because we don't need it. Now hey, it's still a little small, and if we zoom in, like these lines aren't connecting. As a matter of fact, it's, you know, kind of looks bad when you think about it, right? Like, you know, this stuff just isn't working, right? So what we can do is we can zoom all the way in, and with our paintbrush, hopefully you guys got the new Photoshop CC, which is Photoshop 2018. It's pretty awesome. What you can do is just go ahead and zoom in, make sure your brush is hard, so completely hard. You want to sample the black, and then you want to turn on smoothing. You want to go ahead and turn it up to like maybe 68, and then with that you can smooth in some of these lines. Now that looks pretty good, right? That looks actually a little bit better than what we had before. That's actually good enough for the people that's gonna appreciate that, right? So we want to go ahead and scale out, but hey, this is a raster. You know, this is not gonna look good if we pretty much tried to scale this up and down, because it's already small and it's not a vector or anything like that. So if we try to scale this up and down, it's gonna get pixelated. So what we want to do is we want to hold down Command, and we want to click inside of that layer, and then we want to go to Edit and then Copy. Now here in Illustrator, we just want to go ahead and Command V and paste this, and then hit OK. Now instead of us actually redrawing this, all we want to do is go to Window, down to Image Trace, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of trace this out. So we're just going to go ahead and hit Trace, and it's going to do what it has to do to make this into a vector. Now this looks good, but if I was to expand this, it's going to come in with white. So I'm going to go ahead and hit down the Advanced key, and I want to go ahead and ignore the white. So we're just going to go ahead and go to Options, Ignore White, and then we're going to go to Object and Expand. Now this is an actual vector. What we want to do is just go ahead and copy all of this by hitting Command C, go back into Photoshop and hit Command V, and we want to paste this as a smart object, and that gives us this. So now we can just go ahead and scale this up and down, and we won't have any problems or anything like that. So let's go ahead and double click on effects, and then we're going to go to stroke, and we're going to give this like a stroke of maybe 5 and hit OK. And that gives us something a little bit like this. We want this, all right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to hold command, we're going to click inside of this, and it's going to give us this right here. What we want to do is just hit command J, and that's going to give us the exact same thing, except now it's not a smart object. So what we can do is we can dump colors in here. So I think the colors that I'm going to go with are going to be some kind of like flesh colors or whatnot. So we're going to put like this kind of pink in here. And inside of it, so we're going to put like purple. Just to give it kind of a little separation or whatnot. And I think that looks pretty good. As a matter of fact, we might be able to even change this pink up just a little bit. And that looks good, but we're going to do this one more time. So we're going to hold command, we're going to click inside of that vector layer, and we're going to make a copy. So we're just going to go ahead and command J, and we're going to put that on top of everything. And then up under that, with a white brush on a new layer, we're going to go in, we're going to create highlights. So maybe like right here, I want to highlight. And then over here, I want to create like a highlight going around like this. You know, anywhere where I can pretty much dump in just a little bit of white to where it looks natural. We want to do that because this age group will appreciate that type of thing. And with that final tweak, you guys, this is it. So I hope you guys learned a lot. Hope you guys can actually get into the sketch. This is why I tell you guys sketch first, because sketch is pretty good for you. You have to be able to map out what you want to do, and then with that you can bring in some colors. Now I didn't bring in the colors in the sketch, but I actually was able to put colors together, and with that create something that's pretty awesome for that age target group that I was going for. So if you guys actually learned something, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe if you're not. And in the comment section below, let me know if there was a sketch in there that you guys like that I can probably put together for you guys. I'll make that available for you to download off my Patreon account and use for whatever you guys want to use it for. But with that being said, you guys, we got to get up out of here. So stay amazing, stay creative, but above all else, stay awesome. Já viu rico namorar pobre?